Thank you, Kathleen. And again, congratulations to all those excellent projects and the winners. It falls on me to review a somewhat bittersweet task tonight, and that is to speak of PEC in transition. And that is that this is the last day of employment for Brian Hill, who is moving on to be a program officer at the R.K. Mellon Foundation in Pittsburgh, beginning in about 3 weeks. So we're delighted to have him conclude his effort on such a successful evening and to recognize that contribution and to share with you a little bit of his success over the past 20 years at PEC. Brian, I think, has been unique. While Carol Myers has been the longest employee, Brian, I think, is the only employee who's been in every one of our offices, save one, at this point. And we'll get to see how that works out. Over the past 20 years at PEC, Brian has had about 8 jobs. He's had a sabbatical of sorts in the governor's policy office. And if you count his time as deputy mayor and city councilman in Meadville, we find that he has a process of rotating through jobs about every 2 years. At this rate, I want to recognize that in about 2 years, he should be in the Wilkes-Barre office of the PEC office, right on schedule. But until that time, we're delighted that he's moving on to an ability to make an even greater contribution in the economic development education areas throughout the Commonwealth, based in Pittsburgh, where we can still have him participate in many events and buy tickets to our dinner on June 10th in Philadelphia. And Brian, did I mention that we have this raffle for this? Now that you're no longer a staff person, you can actually win. So we're delighted to have you participate in that process as well. While we're in transition, I want to assure you that we're not sitting still, we're not resting on our laurels. The staff at PEC throughout all those 5 offices well positioned, in large part due to Brian's efforts to advance and develop that staff over his time here. And with David Woodwell in Pittsburgh, Michael Hudson in Harrisburg, and Patrick Starr in Philadelphia, and their reach throughout the organization from their perspectives, we continue to make great strides, in large part because they stand on the shoulders of folks like Brian who have done such a terrific job. So Brian, if you might come forward, the last plaque has not been given out this evening.